When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Welcome to the Make We Talk program here on the Make We Talk YouTube channel with yours truly, Jeffrey Tavares. Election in the air. Local government election is in the air. And we're going to discuss that this evening with our panels. And one of the panel will be Miss Michelle White, attorney at law. Our good friend Robert Finzi-Smith. Our good friend Robert Finzi-Smith will be coming on at 7 o'clock this evening. and we're going to dig deeper. Is local government election necessary? A lot of Jamaicans are saying that majority of them is saying they don't understand local government election. And I think we need to educate our Jamaican people and a lot of people about local government election, because a lot of people are saying they don't understand what is local government election. We're going to talk about that this evening. We're also going to speak about other issues that is facing our great island of Jamaica. A lot of people believe that our country is going on the wrong part. Some is saying it's going in the right part. Well, it's not for me to say what is going in the wrong or the right part. We're going to leave that up to the people. Who's going to the polls come February 26th. It has been 4 years since the local government election has been called, and Jamaicans, both home and abroad, have been asking for the polls to be called. Now we have two political parties in our country vying for the seats in the municipalities when it comes on to local government election in the 14 parishes in our country, where we have mayors and councillors. Will the People's National Party gain victory, or will the Jamaica Labour Party retain and get more seats in local government election? A lot of people are saying, even my good friend Louis Barton from Jatu is saying that they don't see the necessity of local government election. Well, let us all see. The views of a lot of Jamaicans nowadays is that they don't see it fit to go to the polls. A lot of Jamaicans, both home and abroad, is questioning the election apparatus in our country. They're saying to themselves, should we vote or should we not vote? Well, my take on it is your fundamental right to exercise your right to vote. And I would advise you all to go out and vote. Make sure you vote properly. Don't spoil the ballot paper, don't spoil it. Have a say in the decision making of our country. Have a say in the decision making of your country. And for all of us, both home and abroad, let us come together with a common cause and a common purpose and stand up for the country we love. I see where the Electoral Office of Jamaica is going to have an education campaign going around the country pertaining to local government election. We also see where the political ombudsman is in the office of the Electoral Commission. A lot of Jamaicans are saying that should not be. That should not be at all. A lot of Jamaicans are questioning, why is it that they put the political ombudsman office in the office of the Electoral Commission? Well, Delroy Chuck passed the legislation in the Parliament and within the Senate that office should remain or should go to that electoral office. You know, many of us are questioning ourselves tonight, you know. Many of us are saying that there is no water in our pipes. Many of us are saying that the garbage are not being collected properly. Many Jamaicans in Jamaica are questioning why is it that the local authorities take a long time to collect our garbage and fix our roads and so on and so forth. It is being questioned by a lot of Jamaicans, and they're saying to themselves, should we really go out and vote? Should we really go out and exercise our index finger? Should we go out and dirt up our finger with ink? Those are the questions being asked by a lot of Jamaicans in our country. And yet, you can see where the campaign is in high gear. Political campaign is in high gear. You also can see where in Duane Park, they're saying that the People's National Party is losing grip on Duane Park. And the Labour Party stand ready to take over. They're also saying that the Labour Party is eyeing the entire Westmoreland local government election. Is it that the People's National Party will take away Westmoreland from the People's National Party come election night? Is it that the Labour Party will take away Duane Park from the People's National Party come election night? They're saying that the Labour Party is gaining grounds over the People's National Party. And I tell you something, we all need to understand something here, you know, that our country has some people who, when they decide to vote, they vote, you know. I must welcome my good friend, Michelle, attorney at law. Welcome to the program, ma'am.
Hello, hi, how are you? How do I
I'm
change my
good.
background?
Your background looking lovely. I also have my good friend, Robert Finzi-Smith, a man who, in his own rights, will continue to speak out for the security apparatus of our country. He's a security consultant. So, Finzi-Smith, welcome to the program, sir. Mr. Smith, are you hearing us? Oh, Lord.
He's not hearing.
Apparently not. Okay, you ready for us, Michelle?
Yeah, but I wanted to change my background. Like,
Why?
Because I'm in my room.
There's nothing wrong. Yeah, the picture you have over your head looking very lovely.
Oh.
I love art, you know. There's a nice piece of art you have there.
Oh, thank you.
Michelle, welcome to the program once more. Your views on local government election in our country.
To me, it is an important election, a very important election that people need to take seriously because it impacts them directly.
Hold on for me. Okay. Robert, are you hearing us? Finzi-Smith?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, I think local election is a very important election because to me, it impacts the community directly in regards to whatever policies that are being made and decisions being made. So it's important they have the right people in place so that when any decision is made that goes to the people, they have people that have their best interests at heart. So it should be something that is taken lightly.
Okay. Sir Robert Finzi-Smith, your views on local government election.
Local government is where the tire meets the road.
Pardon me?
Local government is where the tire meets the road.
Yes.
In other words, everything else essentially comes out of toponaris, as you tend to have a tendency to put it, decisions made in absenteeism of connection with the local populace. They
Yes.
do what they consider to be good for the peasants, and the peasants are expected to gleefully accept it and thank them profusely. So, a bridge that is on the verge of collapse will not be seen by central government faster than local government. And central government will become aware of it after it collapses. Then they will trip over themselves trying to find someone to blame.
Yeah.
Local government is based on what I call Main Street politics. Local government is where the mayor is expected to get out and meet the people.
Yeah.
With the councillors, all right, maybe I should declare my hand. I have a firm belief that says anyone looking for elected office in this country, in terms of representational politics, should of a necessity live where they're trying to represent. So when water is not there, them feel it. When electricity is not there, they feel it. Other than that, you're representing in absenteeism. You say, okay, I'll talk to the boss, but it really don't trouble you because you go home and your cable is there and you turn on your pipe and water is there. And 9 chances out of 10, the road you drive on to get home is smooth and somebody once said carpet. But the people you are representing live where if you put a donkey on that track, you could be accused of cruelty to animals. So you don't feel it first time. What you try to do is try to figure out what determination you make and what you give that will give you some leverage. That's not representational politics. Representational politics is feeling firsthand what the problems are and having a stock in fixing them. If you don't fix lack of water in 6 months, you still bathing. You should live amongst the people that you wish to represent. That is my thought.
100% agree. 100% agree. Because we definitely see the impact of those people that we put in. Like, I'm from North Trelawney, so you could definitely see the impact of the decisions being made by the local council members and how you can tell whether they made the decision with the people at heart that are from that area. And if we don't have people that understand the cry of the people or understand what they're going through, because as you say, yeah, like if I see an issue in my community in regards to roads or garbage, I could reach out to the council member and say,
Yes.
this is a problem we're facing. How can we fix it? Like, this is what we're seeing. And it is good when they live in the community, so they could drive through the community and see, and then they could advocate to get additional funding to improve what needs to be improved. So that is why I think it's more important to me than even just the MP just doing their thing, because I remember like they brought in the pier where they have like the cruise ship coming in and all these hotels, and then you look at it and say, but the people within the community are not really benefiting much from these things. So see, I told her like he would appear.
Hey, how are you?
Stop it. Yeah, so this is why I think it's very important. Like when we make the decisions in regards to council member, we do it with those that have the interest at heart. Because we see these peer coming in, we see all these hotels, and I'm like, why people are complaining that they can't get jobs from the community?
Yes.
The thing is this, in the words of Rita Marley, who feels it knows it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, sorry.
Joys of parenthood.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I have a grandson here that likes to grab at hair.
Go ahead, Sir Finzi.
Thankfully, I have none to go through that. His mother can deal with that. His mother and grandmother and his auntie can deal with it. My thing is, we have consistently put the cart before the horse.
Yes.
And
That is true.
we expect to be thanked profusely, given national honors too, for doing our job. People feel that it's a big thing when you do what you're supposed to. And you can judge. I'm not trying to be political or whatever now. I just call a spade a spade. You have a situation where you can tell where the interest of a party or an organization lies by what they take as precedence or what they take as being important. For instance, garbage collection. Is that important? Hospitals. All right. Let me go back to my favorite topic. Every Jamaican born in this country should, of a necessity, be entitled to three things: shelter, food in them belly, and unfettered access to education. Work track back. Unfettered access to education means that you can't fool them.
Yes.
Food in them belly means that they are able to develop and take life from a healthy point of view. Shelter means that they don't have to have shame as to where they live. So now, local government should ensure that everything in their given area satisfies those three criteria.
Yes.
There are some people who will say free medical care and things. That will come. That will come if people who in government understand one simple thing. Social amenities cannot make money. You're a former prime minister, get up and proud. It takes cash to care. If you are going to attack a price tag to everything that is supposed to be social amenities, some will get and some won't. Hence the have and the have-nots. This fallacy that people say all men are created equal, it's unfortunate. It's not true. If all men were created equal, most of us would be running 109.58. All men are not created equal, but all men should be given equal opportunity. You will find that some people take the same opportunity and squander it because they see it as a sense of entitlement. There are some who dying for it, and a glimpse of it will turn them into a rocket ship, fuel, because they know what they can get out of expanding themselves through this opportunity. Where we have failed consistently in this country is not giving people equal opportunity.
That is true.
That's the problem. And we seemingly have gone through a period of purposefully going out of our way to prevent equal opportunity.
I agree.
That is why Mr. or Mrs. Fanger, grew up, and don't ask me, don't think I'm an Obia man, I just see certain things. Grew up with people saying, what a pretty girl for a black girlie. And they thought they were being complimentary.
Yeah.
Not understanding that she was pretty, and still is, because she's a black girl.
Yeah.
Our race is the only race on earth that the women can lay down with any other man from any other race in the world and reproduce his children flawlessly.
Yeah.
Which means that black women are the cradle of creation. And you call that girl gal. So back to your theme of local government elections. If I don't come from the place and I don't have a say in what happens to the place from the root up, what do? Wait until you decide you're going to give me a handout?
Mm-hmm.
And I will point out to you that the current government has never been a fan of local government.
Is that so?
Don't take my word for it. Check.
So Finzi-Smith, somebody did call me today and said that to me, and I'm like, no.
History, not his story. History.
Yes.
Has never been a fan of local government.
So do you think, and I'm going to ask Michelle this question, then I come back to Robert Finzi-Smith. Do you think that what we should do then is maybe in our constitution abandon the local government election?
No. What is it? Abandon it?
Yes.
No, it should never be abandoned. It's very important. It's vital.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how they know. It's just that they may be not listening to what is happening within the community, but that's how you will know like how the people need to be governed. Because every area is different. Because what North Trelawney need, South Trelawney doesn't need, St. James doesn't need.
Mm-hmm.
So it is by having these local representatives, they get in touch with the community and know what is needed so they can address the needs of the people. The
So
fact
one
that
thing don't fix all.
yeah, it doesn't fit all. It doesn't work. Just like with crime, one thing can't fit everybody. They have to figure out individually what works. But the only issue is that the local, maybe there's a disconnect in that the local should be able to listen to the people, find out what the issues are, and take it to the mass, maybe the MP, and the MP take it to the bigger heads for them to solve the problem. But there's a miscommunication where it's not communicated. So they're doing like a band-aid fit that doesn't really work. So a lot of people are left behind. And as you said, like with equity, it's not fair because people are left behind because they don't know what they want and what works for them.
Actually, they do know what they want, but the people who say they want the job don't want to hear. They just want to collect the money and get a contract.
So Finzi-Smith, as a security consultant, do you believe that local government has more corruption in it than central government?
Difficult race. That's almost head to head. Because you must remember who passed the legislation that allows certain things to go through. And the chain of command, so to speak.
Yeah, and I think in regards to corruption, is that it's kind of hard to root out because like it's kind of like a closed club for who they think are deserving within the community. So if you have the money, if your family have the name, more than likely you will get ahead and get away with more things. They can call up whoever, parish council, they do whatever they need to do. But the little man who don't necessarily have the know-how, who might be a little ignorant to their rights, will be taken advantage of. So then it open up corruption because it's like literally the same people getting the same contracts. You have other people who are able and capable.
Yeah.
The top jobs, they have qualified people, well-educated people, but because they don't have the connection or know, like, are they not going to remain quiet when they get those positions? Like, like you have to follow the code that they have where you can't like think outside of the box because it's an issue. So then they keep the same people who are not knowledgeable on anything. Because they literally have people there that do not know how the parish council function itself.
Yes.
They do not know, they don't educate themselves enough to know how various departments function and operate.
Do you know why contracts cost so much?
Why?
You've just said it. I bid And because of my contacts, I get the contract.
Yeah.
But I don't know nothing about building a water storage facility.
Yeah.
So now I have to go find somebody who does.
Yeah.
And they cost to design and do that. And I still have to get my little much.
Yeah.
And that builds up. Have you ever heard, Jeffrey, you ever heard the unfortunate joke about the Jamaican, the Trini, and the Bajan go to a conference in the States?
I think
for
I heard you with it
contractors?
at one point, but remind me.
They said they take them on a field trip.
Yes.
And the guy doing the field trip says, "Good to see all you guys here. You know, you came here at the right time. We're building a fence around the back, and y'all being contractors, maybe you should want to give a bid on it." So the Bajan looks at the fence, looks at where it needs to go, and says, "We can do this for 12,000 US." That's really? How do you do that? He said, "Well, it's going to be 6,000 US for the label, 4,000 US for the material, and 2,000 US for my profit."
Mm-hmm.
Turn to the Trini and say, "How much for you?" I say, "Bajan joking, boy. I shop at some very cheap places, same material. So I pay my guys 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
I getting the material for 4,000. And I taking a profit of 1,000. So that is 9,000. And the guy said, "Really?" So turn to the Jamaican, and the Jamaican don't measure a thing. Jamaican look on it and say, "We can do this for 29,000. I said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." Him said, how you going to do that?" He said, "Very simple, man. 10,000 for you, 10,000 for me, and we get a Trini to work."
Mm. Mm-mm. So in other words, in Jamaica, for you to get a contract, you go on the table with everything.
Yeah, man. It's a case of bandulo in you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I always feel like I kind of don't understand how the contract works. Because I'm like, you have people contracted to do, say, the roads. It's like they do the road, they see the road mash up in a like, not even a year. So I'm like, why the same person have the contract?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there anything in place that say if we pay this money to do the road and it doesn't keep up with, the requirement, at least a warranty, then you pay, or you pay out of pocket the contractor to fix it?
Yes.
Or is it that the government have to go again and give more money? That's why they have to keep giving money to fix roads.
And that is why majority of the project is cost overrun.
Yeah.
Because you have take for instance Montego Bay Hospital, College Hospital. I'm pretty much sure it's cost overrun going on up there.
It's overrun. Yeah.
Because you're being told that people who don't even have an education or they hold some position up there because what they're politically inclined or politically appointed, because they know this and they know that, and because they're bloggers for the government party, for the Labour Party. You have some people working at the Correctional Hospital have no iota of the position they own, the whole, but yet they're there. And they're talking about people with integrity. Anyway, let's not go down that road. I think I've lost Robert Finzi-Smith. I don't know why.
He ain't gone, but maybe the internet, because it wasn't. Yeah, it kind of like they need to get a handle on it. And I think that's what I think, like when they have the local election now coming, I guess because they haven't had it in a while, I'm like, it would bring a breath of fresh air into each region. So they could maybe reshuffle, reorganize, get the right people in place. Because it's a new dawn now, a new time we're in. Like people are more educated now, are more knowledgeable. So people, social media and everything, because there are a lot of things that need to be changed, a lot of things that need to be done. Things are not being managed properly. So they definitely need a whole. I think majority of them in there need to go and just have a new, fresh blood, fresh ideas coming in.
So in other words, what you're saying, Michelle, that the old shebang,
Yeah,
they need to go.
they need to go.
But you know what really amazes me, and it's around
Yeah.
the globe, that these people, Robert, welcome back. We have lost you earlier on, man.
Yeah, sorry, my thing plugged out and I didn't realize it, so the battery
Okay.
went out.
Yeah, what I don't understand, Robert, Finzi-Smith, and Michelle, is that in Jamaica, and it's happening around the world, but I'm talking about my country, Jamaica, where they have a retirement age at 65. But yet, you have a whole majority of them in the parliament, some 80. Some look at they soon have wheelchair, push them out and wearing pampers.
Maybe
And yet
wearing
they're sitting
pampers
there.
already.
Look, go ahead.
They may be wearing pampers already.
But I never seen a Robert Finzi-Smith. Do we do? I think at a point like now, our people need to stand up and say, you can't dictate to us that we should retire at 65 when you're sitting in there at
But I'm
70
going to tell you
something,
better
80
than
something,
that.
90
We have a
something.
perfect opportunity and we're not about to use it. The opportunity I speak of is this referendum, or should be a referendum on us becoming a republic.
Yes.
We can fix a lot of things in one fell swoop. Let's go. Because Jamaica is a place where we talk about all the problems, but nobody talk about the solutions. So let me be so bold. Somebody elected to representational politics cannot be a minister. A minister should fulfill the job descriptions and be interviewed and hired with a job description. So when they don't do it, you can fire them without any political backlash.
So in
Them
other
either do the
words,
work or
Robert
them
Finzi-Smith,
gone.
in other words, Robert Finzi, what are you saying? That we should have a system like the American system where the Senate vet the individual
Yes.
before they can really get the job.
Yes.
I agree with that position. It shouldn't be aligned to any political party. It should be a position you applied for. Like if you are MP, you shouldn't be in those positions. You should be in your constituency
You're supposed to be in your constituency representing.
Yeah, I'm working. I don't think you should be holding any position in parliament.
Say I represent a particular constituency which shall remain nameless, and I'm the Minister of Works. I am caught between devil and deep blue sea. How am I going to put in new roads there without being accused of nepotism? And if I don't have another term.
Yeah, that's
This
something I agree.
representational politics, which means you must represent.
But Robert Finzi-Smith, is the Jamaican people, are they being represented from 1962 until now? Is it two political parties really representing the Jamaican people, sir?
In pitches and patches. Because I'm certain you can't sit down and truthfully say you have had pure bad ministers. What you have probably had is good ministers caught under the horns of the dilemma called political expedience. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, Michael, go back. I want to represent St. Thomas, East or West. I must live there.
Yeah.
And I must come to Parliament and bring bills forward to benefit St. Thomas.
Yeah.
And the person sitting in the part of the house that is the minister must be lobbied by me And when they're putting together the budget, I must be there pushing to say St. Thomas need 5 million.
So in
Not
other words,
now where I say, how much you think you can give me? No, that's not representational politics.
so in other
And I
words,
come back to the
Finzi-Smith,
simple thing. If water not in the pipe and you live there, you going to get it fixed.
so because they are not living there, they don't give a flying kahuna who have water, yes or no.
Or
And what
they may fly, but the expediency isn't there. Them going home to a shower, hot and cold.
with your condition.
Yes.
So in other words, what you're saying in Robert Finzi-Smith, has local government ministers, sexy local government ministers, have they served the people well?
As I said, in pitches and patches.
My God.
There's some who have not served at all. There are some who have done their best, which wasn't good enough. And there's some who just hug up the car, the bodyguards, and the title.
Michelle?
Well, I think the issue to me is that when to me, if once you win the election, like I think you should shed whether you're belong to a political party and just work for the people. And you could see that based on my observation, just my observation, like if a particular party did not win in a particular area, it's like they punish the people for not voting for them. So they deny them certain things. And then when you see like an election coming like no, you see now is the time they go in. Like all of a sudden they never had the funds to fix their roads, to do their garbage, to do, like do minor things. But now the election is coming. Miraculously, money has appeared and now they've gone into those areas to do the work. And to me that is not fair. If you are representing the people, even if it's not your party, you should represent everybody and ensure that everybody is at the same level and standard. So to me, you see the benefits in some areas. So you could tell like literally what party won. Because you could see how everything is going to that particular area. But it should be fair where everybody get the same benefit. Regardless, it's a democracy. We have the right to choose. But you're there representing us. So that is just my opinion. Like you could see benefits, but as you said, they are like you could definitely tell what part, like what area is JLP, what area is PNP, which I shouldn't be able to tell. Everybody
we're voting on party lines and not issues.
Yeah, and that's the issue too. Like you have to vote on what's important and you have to hold people accountable. Because if I voted you in on an agenda and we come back to the next voting time and I'm looking and I'm seeing that you haven't accomplished it, I should get rid of you. I should not vote for you just because you're part of the same party. I should get rid of you because you didn't do your job. So why should I keep you there another 4 or 5 years to do nothing? So people should vote on what's issue, what it's impacting them directly. And that's the problem. They don't do that.
What we must add to that is term limits.
Yeah, which is very important.
You can't stay there forever.
Yeah, you cannot.
So do what you can in what time you have.
Yeah.
But do you think, lady and gentlemen, do you think that there will ever be a legislation put to the parliament about term limits in our country, sir? And madam?
I don't think in my lifetime.
I hope that somebody lick them head and do it.
Yeah, but not in my lifetime.
You know, somebody sent me something here a while ago. How many councillors are capable of writing a proposal to receive a grant to do some projects?
But that's the thing, like even if like for first time, like so they can write grant, you have organization can do grants, write it. If it's something they can't do, then hire somebody that you could outsource to say this is what we need, this is what we basically want, and you outsource it. That's what everybody does. It saves you the time. You just have to pay the person to do it. So it shouldn't be something that the council definitely have to do. You have a lot of college students that do grant writing. Hire them, utilize them.
You have a
And it does.
situation in the military where the chief of staff don't have to be the best rifle person.
Yeah.
They just have to have command of the person who is.
Yeah, lead and delegate. Because you can't be everything.
No.
So you have to delegate, and that's a problem. They try to be everything and be on top of everything, and then nothing get accomplished. Like
And then
it's
you have people
here.
who sit down and try to calculate how much them can make out of this project.
Yeah, which is
The
not right.
project could probably cost you 5 million, but it costs you 10 because so and so forget pay and so and so forget pay and so and so forget a small.
Robert Finzi-Smith, look at Montego, look at Conroe General Hospital. The minister said it will be finished in certain period of time, and it's still going on. Your views on what is going on up there?
You touch a corn. Years ago, I was the security consultant for the Western Regional Health Authority. And us security people at a certain level were fast bad. So we go look everywhere. A man could come in through there, something could go through there. So we walked the entire place. And I looked at somewhere within the corner. I'm not going to call a department, but I looked at somewhere and I said, that's mold. And them say, yeah, I think so. I say, you think so? That's mold. It needs to be sorted out. And the person at the time told me, it don't make sense. And I said, why? He said, because it's centrally air conditioned, which means that that mold has traveled the full length and breadth and height of the hospital. So in order to cure that, you'd have to pull down the entire ventilation system.
Yes. But
Cure the place of mold and start from scratch. Now, if you look at Cornwall Regional, it has never truly been painted from it built.
When was it built, Finzi-Smith?
Wow.
In the 1960s?
Somewhere around there, yes.
Yes.
So now, you have the problem where the bare concrete attracts mold. And mold is something like cancer, it grows.
So in other words, the two government, the two parties to be blamed for what is going on at Conroe Hospital then?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Because, for instance, it have a morgue. But the hospital is centrally air conditioned. How do you divide this operating theaters from where the air is coming past the morgue?
Let me say something, but before you go any further, remember what I'm going to say. I remember when the Chrissy Tomlinson Memorial Hospital in the Cayman Islands was being built by Dr. Steve Anthony Tomlinson. He's a medical doctor. He went to University of West Indies at age 17. Youngest, either 17 or 21, I don't remember. But when he was building his hospital in Cayman, I remember the night when he was drawing when he was showing the plan of the hospital. Literally, the operating theater, the two operating theater, has independent air conditioning unit from anywhere else. From anywhere else in the building. It has its own air conditioning unit.
Should.
So I don't understand how is it that even the Salomon Hospital, even KPH, for example, some of they don't have air conditioning in there.
No.
But yet we're spending billions of dollars on local government election, and we're spending billions of dollars on other stuff. When it comes on to healthcare in our country, the two parties is to be blamed for what is going on in our country.
No, but I will show you better than that. Do you remember when the current government's leader went into, I think it was a KPH, with a camera and photographed two people on a bed, head to tail, and published it, and horrible, inhumane, has to stop. Government should resign over this.
And not a damn soul resign.
What do you think the current conditions are where people fight on cardboard with rats for space?
I
How does
saw a
that
video
go?
of that Finzi-Smith. Go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
You're not aware of that?
No, I saw a video of it. And I'm
Okay.
saying to myself, is this the prosperity Prime Minister Michael Andrew want to speak about?
I don't know about them labels. All I'm telling you is that common sense says anywhere where there's supposed to be a hygienic and sterile environment where people in need of medical care battle with rats carrying leptospirosis and other things for space to lay down is a problem. I made a suggestion some years ago
Yeah.
at the height of the pandemic when they were shutting down cruise ships. I said, this Michelle may I call you Michelle?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Is close to you. With this big new pier, I suggested to them that we take a couple of the large cruise ships that weren't being used, that were paying docking fees in Miami, and dock them there. Put one for all people found to have COVID signs. You stay over there. All other things that medical that Cornwall Regional would take, you put them on the other one. So you would then leave Cornwall Regional empty. So you could strip it totally. Don't do it piece, and do what you need to do. Tell the cruise ships that at the end of this situation, there will have some consideration for their docking fees in the future.
Right.
Remember now, the ships wouldn't be paying docking fees because they would be lined up by us. When Port Royal thing opened, I said, put another one out there that will take care of Kingston, St. Thomas thing. And then the other two will take care of Western Jamaican thing. I don't know, but maybe it was a stupid suggestion. It would also help out at the time the farmers who, with no hotels business running to send their produce to, could feed the ships. Maybe I just fool. You would then give yourself enough time and space to refit all of the hospitals you need without any pressure of trying to build around patients.
It makes no sense though. For it to build around
Here's my
patients.
problem. We look for complex solutions to simple problems. It's not hard. I'm not a genius. I just happen to try to think out of the box. What's the easiest and most cost-effective way to do things? We, as a tourism product then, could have easily told the world, truthfully, there is no COVID on this island. It wouldn't be. They're all in ships.
But we didn't do such thing at all. Because you know something, Finzi-Smith and Michelle?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this and I'm going to apologize to no one. The two political parties has their cronies to feed and have their bloggers to pay. So what they do is to put their bloggers and their cronies in positions on construction sites and in government entities. And some of them don't have no education at all pertaining to what they're doing. But they're collecting a vast amount of taxpayers' money.
You read Animal Farm?
If I did what?
Read Animal Farm?
No, I don't remember.
Look it up. All animals are created equal, but some are more equal than others. What I'm disappointed in this country is that we'll have, and I'm not going to name anybody, but you can do your own math. You have a party who does crap and then blames the other party for their doing crap and has managed to convince a whole heap of people that there's no better herring and no better barrel. And they probably hate people like me because at my tender age, my memory is still intact. So I know the difference between history and his story. I said something to somebody once. Trelawney, cruise ships coming in. The hillside above Trelawney should have a magnificent lit statue of Usain Bolt with smaller statues. Do you know how many athletes come out of Trelawney?
A lot.
Tell him for me.
A lot. Yeah,
Freighter,
Freighter,
Brown.
Marvin Anderson.
You could have a park up there called Athletes Park. Cruise ships could see it from miles out when it light up at night.
True.
It will become a tourist attraction. You put up stalls and things for people to sell artifacts and statuettes and things. Some of those guys that are using mahogany and lignum vitae and carving fairly impressive male members could be commissioned to carve statues of Freighter, Bolt, the whole of them. And you sell it up there. You fix the road, and you could, every time a cruise ship come in, that place make money. I remember landing in Cape Town at night.
In South Africa.
And watching the lights from Tabletop Mountain turn on to welcome the flight. Bloody impressive. And if I had no plans to do so, I had to visit Tabletop Mountain because it had waved hello. We should take places that, do you know, for instance, that Falmouth is laid out to be the safest town in the Caribbean?
It is.
The safest town in the Caribbean?
It's laid out geographically to be the safest town. It is the easiest town to camera. Somebody with a whole heap of foresight built streets in a way in Falmouth that them crisscross and covered, very well laid out. There are parts of Falmouth, what is it them had? Electricity or water in houses.
We were the first one with water.
Before New York.
Yes. And yet, and this is what I don't understand, Finzi-Smith and Michelle. We're not drifting from local government, but it's a part of local government.
It is.
And yet, majority of our people has no water in their pipe.
Exactly. You're supposed to be able to lock off certain streets on certain days. That you don't worry about cars licking down anybody. And you can police it very easily. And tourists and visitors walk the town of Falmouth and reopen old pubs built up in the tradition of the era in which it was, And people come and take them pictures, sit down, have a red stripe in the old tankards, them and eat them jerk pork, jerk fish, have people serving you in the buccaneer costumes and things. What happened? It too far-fetched? It is easy. It's not hard. But our problem is somebody sitting now in a seat of power trying to figure out how much money them can make off it.
Yes.
Then ask yourself, why did we stop teaching civics in school? Because you would have explained to children what they are to expect from their leaders. And I've come to that point now. We're not leaders in Jamaica, We're supposed to have servants.
There
a
you
job
go.
that come beg with them say elect me.
There you go, because it says that in Latin the word minister means servant of the people.
Yes.
But Jamaicans have this tendency, when they see politician and police, give me a blind a bass, give me something a bass.
Them bend down and curtsy and yes, sorry, sir. They work for you. That's where your taxes go.
And yet, Jamaicans will literally kill each other over politician and their party.
Yes.
And talk all sorts of derogatory things about their own individual, their own person.
Yes.
Who they talk with every day about their party and about their leader.
But here's the problem. We don't think enough of ourselves. We are, you know, where America can boast of? Any place in the world they go and something happens, you can't do that to me. I'm an American citizen. Any day we get Jamaicans to feel that sense of pride and entitlement to say, Master, not talk to me, saying I'm a Jamaican citizen. And we have done enough in the world to carry that as a badge of honor.
Finzi-Smith and Michell.
We're good at being bad.
Yes. Finzi-Smith and Michell, have you heard about the Dirty 30?
No, what's that?
You heard about that, Finzi-Smith?
I'm listening with bated breath.
The Dirty 30 is 30 Jamaican citizens who live overseas who decide to demonstrate in front of the Jamaican consulate in Miami. They're being dubbed as the Dirty 30 because the Jamaican ambassador to Washington is saying that the Jamaicans who did the demonstration, they're the one who lobbied the American government to put Jamaica on a travel watch list.
They're powerful.
That's what I'm saying.
They're very powerful. So whilst we're speaking of the Dirty 30, what about the Filthy 6?
Michelle, you know it's a Filthy 6?
I'm assuming it's the 6 that they said the report in Parliament. Is that what?
And they're trying hard not to share it with the taxpayers who they work for.
Yeah.
Isn't that
It's
shame
tantamount
though,
to somebody
Finzi-Smith?
working for you who did theft, but the management of the company refuses to tell you, the owner, who they are.
Michelle,
Yeah.
Isn't that shame? And Finzi-Smith, isn't that shame that we call ourselves a modern democracy? A modern democracy. But yet we can't name the 6 persons who are under investigation? Huh?
Who said we're modern?
Well,
I would love to know who labeled us modern. You
well,
forget,
I
you know,
am.
the
Go ahead.
first governor of this country was a pirate. And we've gone downhill ever since.
So in other words, we still have Pirates of the Caribbean in the country then?
Yes? You don't think so?
I think, of course we do.
Michelle?
We have pirates. All over we have pirates. Everybody have pirates. What the song of Pirates Day, Rabbi? Well,
Oh, pirates, yes,
Yes,
they
they
rabbi.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, to be honest, we kind of live in a very selfish world where everybody is basically out for themselves, out for their family to see what they could get benefit from. Like, it's not like back in the day when people like, oh, we go politics because our heart is in it. We want to help. Most people are in it, whatever benefits they could get. I guess you could see over the years like how they have benefited once they got it.
There's a difference between a politician and a statesman. You want me to tell you what a statesman does?
Go ahead.
Statesman comes up with a policy and says to the country, this is what I am suggesting. And the country says, okay. And the statesman says, I would like your opinion. And the country says, hell no. It might be a bright idea, but we don't think so. And the
Yeah.
statesman says, allow me to retreat whilst you choose someone of your liking. That's a statesman. He's not unconvinced as to the veracity of his idea, but he's not going to force it down your throat with whatever power he envisages that he has. The last time we saw a statesman in this country was Norman Washington Manley.
Mm.
So you're saying we have that statesman since Finzi-Smith?
Norman Washington Manley.
My God.
When he lost the referendum on the thing about the federation, he never have to call a general election after that. He could have walked into Jamaica House as the first prime minister. But he said something as basic as that. If people didn't agree with me so strongly, I cannot in good conscience lead them. So let's have an election and see if them still have that much faith in me, or do we wheel and come again? Most people would have said today that he was an idiot.
Michelle, as a young Jamaican living overseas,
Yeah.
and your son and everything like that, where do you see your country going?
You know, I'm hopeful for the country, and I'm hopeful. The reason why I say I'm hopeful is because I'm seeing a trend that is changing. No, you have the younger people are questioning and demanding answers, and they're holding people accountable. Not like before, where like people just go with the flow and be like, okay, we don't want to get in a trouble, we don't want this happen to us, we don't want. They're very fearless in that they will speak up. They don't care if they're gonna cost them their job or whatever, they will speak up. So I'm hopeful that with the younger people coming forward and they're more educated about the process, they try to educate themselves about how it impacts them and their family. Like I'm hopeful like within 10 years to go see a major change and shift in governance and how they hold these politicians accountable. Because you can basically see, unlike if you go on social media, like even if a politician mess up, you see they go at them, attack them. Before, people don't usually do that. They allow them to let it slide. But to see them holding them to the fire on certain things that impact them. So I'm hopeful that, you know, like things are gonna get so much better for Jamaica.
Impeachment, terms of term limits.
Yeah, and they are holding, like each time they mention it, each time they're on it, and I think they're the ones that are gonna fix the voting issue because they are more educated. Like they want to go out. They're trying, because even though they have a poll going, like who are our mayors? Because some of them are saying we don't know the mayors of our community. So now they want to know. They're the one that's saying, okay, we need to know what the difference between our councillor and our MP. What is the job description? So we know what they're doing. Don't tell us, oh, this one is responsible for road. And when election come and say, oh, that one is responsible for road. And when they say, oh, no, it's not you responsible for road, it's somebody else. So they want to know and they want to be educated. I would see, like in the past, people didn't care about educating themselves. That is why they are in the predicament they are right now, because they don't know who is responsible for anything. And no, they're the ones like are trying. So I think there's gonna be
people who smile when things go wrong have usually found someone they can blame it on.
Yeah, they do.
But it's the shame, Robert Finzi-Smith and Michelle, that in 21st century Jamaica, this year we'll be 62 years old. And our people is asking, what is the meaning of a mayor and a councillor? Who is the councillor and the mayor?
But I said it here that they've purposefully removed civics from the curriculum.
Yeah, keep it ignorant.
They almost went out of their way to create a mindless set of generation. all glorified it in song, fully done.
My God.
Yeah, and that's why I think like a lot of investment wasn't being put into education and training of people. Because I
But
remember like in North Trelawney, because I'm from North Trelawney, I remember the former MP, like his focus was on education. Like he said, like leading up, like his project was like, all right, for those who don't know how to read, he did like classes so they learn how to read, who never get an opportunity to go to college or get CXC. That was his platform, educating. Then he was like, all right, we have all these hotels coming in, set up training programs so that these young people are trained. So if you want the electrician, if you want the mason, they are trained. And then it was shocking to me leading up to the election. People were saying that's not what they wanted, education. They wanted the road to be fixed. And then I'm saying to myself, why road more important than education? Do you know what education does for you and uplifting your community,
a
lifting you out
national
of
hero told me
poverty?
that saltfish better than education.
Oh, they did. I don't know. But yeah, but that's what I said to myself is that the conditioning changed where people don't see the value of education, how important it is to be educated about these things.
But they
And
wouldn't be
maybe
because you have a national hero who say, I will make sure you have bread, B-R-E-D. And somebody said, Chief, you leave out the A. Him say, yes, B-R-E-D-A.
I always want to hear their stories and say, oh, that's true. And it's like perfect.
I am old enough to verify it.
So hold on there, Finzi-Smith. You're saying to me that Jamaica from then has an education problem from then until this blessed day?
Yeah, you don't remember the amount of war that went on when Norman Washington Manley said him going to put up, what you call it, the common entrance.
Yes.
And then his son went and doubled down on it by saying free education.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize the implications of that? Common entrance mean that outside picnic could go to the same school as inside picnic.
Yes, and
And then free
the people
education
of the
mean you
Bumba
didn't
the
have
Bumba
to worry
V.
about the money to do it.
Right.
And then Michael tripled down on it by saying, no bastard, not there again.
This is true.
So a man now had to take care of the two children from his marriage, the one from the helper and the one down the road. And they could go to the same school.
Yeah, I get the same opportunity.
Jamaicans should get themselves educated by researching what it meant to be a bastard. If they look at that, they would realize who mean them what.
Yeah, that is true. But
Forget
I
the green
think,
or the orange. Just look and see who tried to get you what.
yeah, but yeah, that is true. But I think now that people are getting more educated, and I think you see the younger people, like not even like you see them shifting from who their parents used to vote for. You see where there's a shift because they take the time to learn about these people and they're trying to look at what they're doing. Like, no, they're holding them accountable. Like, what are you doing? Like, you have this position for us. How are you advocating for us? I didn't see any change in my community. Yeah, no election coming, I see things being done. But things that are important to me are not being done. What have you done? So now they are being more like we have educated voters. And I think that's going to be a big problem because with the educated voters, you don't know where they're going to go because they're not looking at just the party again. And that's why I think Jamaica is going to change for the better in the future.
You mean
Because we have an educated class.
we won't be voting for footwear?
No, they're not going for that no more. That not impress nobody anymore.
Oh, okay.
They're looking at what, because now yesterday they have things that are important to them. Like now they want abortion rights. They want, definite laws change because you see some of the laws are really outdated. and they need to update those laws or change them, but they can't form a committee to do it.
You want me
So
to show you? You want me to show you law? You come from Trelawn. Let me show you a law that might appeal to you. You know, if a goat finds its way on your land, you can shoot it, right?
I didn't know that.
Come on. Legally. You know what you can't shoot?
What?
A cow.
So, say that don't make no sense.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because when it was made, only white people owned cows.
And that law is still in the book.
A
Yes.
lot of laws are slanted, but that is just weird.
Yes.
That is just weird. That
You have
is
to pound the cow. You can't shoot it.
And that draws you back to the question of constitutional reform.
Yes.
It's very important. It's needed. It is needed.
Our constitutional stance was supposedly based on Westminster.
Yeah, it was.
But it was
a
also
quick
based
thing.
on how we could keep the ruling class in place. Michael's greatest sin was to, what the old tune is to say? No more uptown, downtown.
Yes.
We all live together under one crown. Has it never occurred to you that land supposedly owned by the government in this country are referred to legally as crown lands?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which crown? Who?
No, King Charles.
So anytime he wanted, him can come for it.
Yep.
Don't claim back in land, yeah.
So in other words, all those lands I give to the Chinese where Marcus Garvey Heritage House is on, he can't come back for it then.
Yes.
And I wish to God he could.
And if you think that the United States not watching, they're not as bright as I thought.
Of course, that is why the United States put a travel ban on Jamaica. And yet they're blaming the Dirty 30.
Travel
According to
ban
my good
came
friend
But
here.
Richard
that's just
Radigan.
dumb. Like, when I think those people can impact what the US say.
No,
The US issue.
the Jamaican ambassador to Washington, Her Excellency,
No,
Lady
she
Audrey Marks,
didn't.
is saying that the Dirty 30, the
No,
Dirty 30,
didn't.
they're the one who let the American government put a travel ban on Jamaica.
No, she
On level
didn't.
When
3.
they're trying to send her home, what weight does her word carry?
No, I don't believe that. She didn't say that.
Go listen to me.
She
Go
did.
and read on the Jamaican embassy site. Go and read what Audrey Marks said.
It's unfortunate, but she did.
No, I can't believe that. That don't make no sense.
A lot of things don't make sense.
The Dirty
Put me in
30.
a system that I can lock off the opposition from talking as Speaker of the House when I feel like. Don't make sense neither.
Yeah. But yeah, that don't make no sense.
But it happened.
No, she didn't. She was hacked.
Who was hacked?
The ambassador, somebody hacked our website. No, she didn't. If that was there.
Yeah. I
No,
would
she
say another word, but you're a lady.
I'm gonna send you what she said.
No, she didn't.
She said the Dirty 30. She didn't use the word dirty, do you know? No? The Dirty 30, headed by Dr. Rupert Francis and others.
Stop
They
there.
are
Stop
the
there.
one.
Stop there. Let me take you back. Do you know who Rupert Francis is?
I know Dr.
A
Francis.
member of the
Do
Jamaican
you know
Defense
who Rupert
Force.
Francis is?
Yeah, I know Dr. Francis.
I served in the JDF with him.
Yes.
You want me to give you another piece of information?
Go ahead.
He has run for the JLP twice.
Yes.
Yes.
So okay. So see, it don't make no sense. So I lie. I lie.
Michelle, you
Lies.
don't believe the hold on there. Listen to me. When Dr. Francis wrote the letter to the Jamaican ambassador, until now she haven't answered him, you know. Until now, the ambassador haven't answered Dr. Francis. But yet they're accusing Dr. Francis and the Dirty 30 that they're the one who spoke to the American State Department and they put a travel ban on Jamaica because the Dirty 30. How dare the Dirty 30? How dare the Dirty 30 to go and demonstrate and protest about
A
the
travel
crime
ban
and
on
violence in
Jamaica
Jamaica?
arrived because we cannot prevent people from walking in certain communities with AR-15s, with advanced platforms and blue tip bullets.
Repeat what you said about Finzi-Smith.
We have people running up and down areas carrying AR-15s. You know what those are, right?
Yes.
On advanced AR-15s come on different platforms.
Right.
And carrying blue tip bullets. You know what blue tip bullets are?
It can pace armored vehicles.
Yes.
And it's in Jamaica.
Yes.
And you hear nothing from the Minister of National Security about these things.
No. It is rumored that 5 cases of them came into the island, a total of 50 weapons.
Via Haiti. So hold on there, Finzi-Smith. Is there a civil war going to break out in Jamaica where all pipe bomb gone missing and AK, whatever they want to call it, is in Jamaica?
I don't
I don't think so. So let's not create a frenzy.
I don't want to talk it into being.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
What we need to understand is that the world is now an atom size. You don't need a big thing to blow up. We took a serious mistake and enlarged on it with the Palestinian situation.
Yes.
We should have done the Jamaican thing and urge both parties to come to the table and save lives. We went and jumped firmly on one side, forgetting that we allow people from all walks of religions and life to come through this country. And they may decide to pay us a lesson, teach us a lesson.
But Finzi-Smith, Jamaica has been doing human rights violation for years. It worse under this administration.
Yes.
So when the Jamaican government sided with that government over there,
because that government over there has been doing really good work for this government.
Oh yes. And that is why we're going to switch back our gear back to local government election. Your views, do you believe that the Labour Party will get back into as local government members of the...
I think the Jamaica Labour Party?
Yes.
I do think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I unfortunately will have to disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Finzi.
I saw this happen once before when PJ Patterson was going to get elected. And as I tell you, Eddie Seaga said, if I don't win this election, God is sleeping. And we saw what happened there. Jamaicans have a habit of taking, and then say them not take no more. And all they're waiting for is somewhere to just go and dip them finger and go them yard.
So do you believe, Finzi-Smith, that this election will go to the People's National Party?
Yes. Have you seen the crowd?
Landslide?
Have you seen the crowds?
I have seen the crowds, but the fact of the matter, Finzi-Smith, seeing the crowd is one, but can the crowds really vote?
Majority of them. When you look at the type of people who are in the crowds.
Yes, the people of the Vumvava and the Vumvava is in there too.
Yes.
And it begs to ask the question.
Which is where the money coming from.
There you go. It begs to ask the question, Michelle. Is the people of the Vumvava and the Vumvava up over St. Andrew and Beverly Hills, are they sick and fed up of the Labour Party?
Well, I don't know, but in regards to the crowd, I see the same crowd. Looking at it, I see the same crowd in various areas. The reason why I think the Labour Party might win is because they do appeal to a vast majority of people. And
The polls don't say so.
the polls are, well, one poll this thing said they're leading, projected to win.
Well,
do you know who owns
Finzi-Smith,
Blue
no,
Dot?
no, hold on, Finzi-Smith. There is a Blue Dot poll comes out this evening
Yeah.
that the Labour Party has a, must say what, 4 percentage point or some percentage point over the People's National Party.
Yeah.
And it
Do you
also
know
says,
who owns Blue Dot?
Finzi, behave yourself, no man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because I remember, you know, like the last election, they did say the PNP would win the general election, and we see what happened.
No,
So,
the last election, no one said that. They could see it wasn't going to happen.
well, I saw polls are saying it, but I do think that the Labour Party might retain, like, control the local.
Hold
If
on
that
there.
happens, you're not in Jamaica.
No.
I will be joining you.
Okay. Listen to this now.
Are they that bad?
Yes.
The governing Jamaica Labour Party has a 4 percentage point leading over the opposition People's National Party ahead of the incoming February local government election. It also says that Blue Dot poll is saying more women is inclined to vote for the Labour Party than the People's National Party. Finzi-Smith?
Crowds tell you that?
No, it's a nationwide news.
Okay, let me stop talk.
Well, the
Finzi-Smith.
good thing is that we'll see. But some things that the Labour Party are good at. So we'll see.
Hold on there, Michelle.
If this country, going through what it goes through, allows that to happen, then my mother, God rest her lovely soul, will be very correct when she said, a country gets the government it deserves.
But on a very serious note about Finzi-Smith, on a very serious note though, based on all of this, yes, who owned Blue Dot poll, by the way, Finzi-Smith?
Go down to SSL and ask them for the shares. I'm dead serious.
What is it a while ago?
Go down to SSL and ask them for the share certificates in Blue Dot.
And you'll see who owns it.
Yes.
So is it that Blue Dot is owned by the same company that's producing this news?
Yes.
Oh. But isn't the same company dubbed as the mouthpiece for the Labour Party?
And more.
So what are you saying, Finzi-Smith?
Do you know what Hitler taught us in World War II?
Yes.
Tell a lie. Make it a big lie.
Oh, God.
Tell it over and over. Tell it
like Donald Trump.
After a while, people believe it. Ask yourself that question.
So Finzi-Smith, you're on the grounds there in Jamaica. Michelle and I is overseas according, you know, I won't dub Michelle as the dirty 30. But the dub me as the dirty.
I don't even know what that is.
Michelle not going to be standing in front of no consulate.
No, not at all.
The dub Dr. Rupert Francis and others and Wilfred Radigan as the dirty 30. So what are you saying to us here in the United States and around the globe who's watching us? Because this is the Make We Talk program, you know. A lot of people watch us. I mean, and have the subscription.
$500 Jamaican for a loaf of bread, and it's not the size that you would be used to.
One again,
Finzi? Man must not live by bread alone. That's ridiculous.
Finzi, repeat what I said a while ago.
They say $500 Jamaican for bread, a loaf of bread that size.
500 Jamaican dollars for a loaf of bread?
Yes. Where you been?
Yeah, I'm upset. Like what you just mentioned, the bread. It kind of really like they need to do something about it, especially the patty.
The what?
The price of patty. You see the price of patty? The
Oh,
price
yes.
went up, and then you
Yes.
get less meat in the patty. The
Yes.
patty is smaller. It's like an indication of society. Like
Uh-huh.
something is wrong and it needs to be
Uh-huh.
fixed.
Uh-huh.
I am
No,
highly
come on.
upset.
No, Michelle, that is prosperity, man.
That is a wicked prosperity.
Well,
Oh, come on, you
welcome
can't
to
say that
the
at all.
club.
That's the best profit.
They
That's the
need to
best profit.
fix the
That's the
patty
best profit.
problem.
That's the best prosperity the country I've ever seen.
May I pay more for the patty and they get it's so small, little bit. It's so like
I
But
can
on a
see
very
the
serious note,
owners now
Finzi-Smith.
going, no, you're putting too much meat. Take out meat, and you fufu, take out meat.
eh, doctor.
Finzi-Smith. No, Major Robert Finzi-Smith.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
every time you come on my program, you have me cracking up. But on a very serious note, because you always serious too. Even when you're making the jokes, are very serious stuff. But on a very serious note, Finzi-Smith, you're saying to me, whatever this blue dot poll is saying is nonsense.
I'm not saying it's nonsense. I'm saying that they're put on paper what they wish. But the people who feel it, the people who are tonight, as you and I are speaking, looking at their child and listening to the child say, Mommy, I'm hungry. I'm saying that, darling, drink some water and go sleep. That's reality.
Yeah.
That is the reality. The other thing is, yeah, people talk about, oh, tourism sector and we're doing well and things. Yeah, man. Find out how much money from the hotels stay in Jamaica.
And not only that,
We know that that doesn't stay in Jamaica.
and not only that,
They pay
Finzi-Smith
people.
and Michelle, not only that, the biggest tourist resort area, Negril, who helped put Jamaica on the map. The residents of Negril, Red Ground, West End, and other surrounding areas don't have water in their pipe. Not one drink or one drop of water.
And if you don't mind sharp, them soon don't have no 7 Mile beach. You saw what happened the other day?
Yes.
The past government put in a thing for climate change. It has not been dealt with. So Pier 1 nearly disappeared the other day.
It disappeared,
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I saw those videos.
And I don't want to bring up unfortunate, but remember the gentleman, Pastor Smith?
Yes.
Remember what him they said? So more be a flood, right?
You know, I said something a couple days ago, and some friends of mine laugh at me. I said, you know something? When that man died, he left something in the atmosphere over Jamaica. And it's affecting the country right now. And people laugh at me and say, oh, you're stupid.
Okay, I don't know if he did that, but I just know that some things him say bear startling resemblance to some things that are happening. You have a state of emergency.
Yes.
And up the road from a security post, people shooting people.
That is up the road, like right there.
Continue talking for me.
People go and vote for that?
Hold on for me. Finzi-Smith, continue talking for me. I got to do something. Continue talking for me. Go ahead and talk. I'll soon come back.
Let me try somebody to try to work out this to me. The Minister of National Security have easily one of the most violent places in this country. Now, if him can't control where his place is, what am I do with the country? That makes sense to you?
No, it don't make sense.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. But that's why I say, like, even in regards to crime, they have to figure out like what works for one parish not gonna work for another parish. And so they need to stop this big fix to fix it. And just look at the individual communities, parish and then community, see how to fix it. It gonna take a while, but see how to fix it because
they know who they're looking for. So why them can't hold them?
that is true.
We gave them a suggestion some time ago to call back the states and hand them back Vernon Field and make them put a Black Hawk squadron down there. Our coastal problem would be solved immediately. The United States would grab it with both hands because Gitmo least soon done.
Yeah.
The whole of that area in terms of Clarendon would be very prosperous because United States servicemen spending US dollars there.
Yeah.
You can bring in air cargo and search them at Vernon Field and put them on the new highway in the trucks and bring them in. But that is too simple.
Yeah.
You see, I don't know.
But Finzi-Smith, you know, this local government election is going to be an election where all of us will sit down on election night. And by the way, we'll be live on this program here for election coverage. I hope Finzi-Smith can join us.
I will see what's happening. My first order of the day is to vote.
Yes. And the second order is to come on this program.
You like make trouble for yourself, you know.
You know, a lot of us are saying to ourselves, it doesn't make any sense for us to really vote.
And that's where they're wrong. They should vote.
Yes.
This is what happened. They need
If
to
you
go
can't
vote.
vote, if you don't vote, you don't have a say.
Yes,
Let
Let me give you some homework. Go look up the tape with Venetia Phillips in a last election thing where she did a debate. And hear what she said about the Labour Party.
And all of a sudden she's at the Labour Party.
Don't take my word for it.
people can't change their mind.
No, not like that.
Things can happen.
Not
and
like that.
you can have an awakening.
Yeah, but that's like me standing up and looking at a woman walking on Northford Boulevard and say, "I where the whore there go?"
Yeah.
And when she walk, come back up the road and say, "Sweetheart, you want to marry me?" That's how wide the gulf is.
But she have a while to look and figure out, like, maybe her philosophy and her views on how what she wants and what type of government she wants has changed. So we
To
can
change the philosophy, you need to have one.
Yeah. I don't know her, and I
unfortunately do.
You do?
But
the thing
hold
is
on there for me.
Yeah.
A lot of PNP councils switched to the Labour Party.
A lot of JLP switched to the PNP.
To the PNP. What is that? Why is that going on, Finzi-Smith, on both sides of the fence?
Because people are more interested in self-aggrandizement than believing in the essence of what they're supposed to represent. But you know, there's a lot of noise when a PNP councillor moves, but very deep silence when a JLP.
When a Labour Party, yes.
You know what I found interesting the other day? The councillor with a mucker that switched.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that young man. Yeah.
Labour Party people in them green shirts took him to nominate along with the PNP people.
Yes.
And that's what I think it should be. Like when you work for the people. Like
I am telling you, that is going to blue dot the dot out of the dot.
The
You
what?
know, long mucker has been green.
You kidding me? I see where they said the Labour Party is eyeing Westmoreland hard.
Yeah, because they started a war there, and People's National Party people against self-aggrandizement. So busy fighting each other, them don't know which way to point the gun.
But Westmoreland have always been a PNP stronghold for years. Both local and general.
It is now the symbol of what happens when you don't work.
And the Prime Minister is down there working hard, Finzi-Smith.
Oh, 12 midnight, burning the oil. People are selling.
Where Westmoreland?
Yeah, yes. And giving away.
Yeah, like it's gonna get Westmoreland.
Giving away fertilizer.
The same fertilizer that Rattigan had been speaking about, they found them now.
Yeah, giving away fertilizer.
Mysteriously, they appear.
No, but before Michelle, before you declare it, remember this. If it was that easy, it would be down there 12 midnight.
Yeah, but he's putting in the work. And the reason why I say that
No,
is
no, no. The work don't mean you drop in and drop out. That's not the work. Because you're not relying on the fact that everybody have social media. The
yeah,
work is the
but
good
I
old
contribute.
fashioned walking from lane to lane and shake people hand.
That's true. 'Cause a
And
lot of
that's what's
people
been
on
going
social
on behind
media.
his back.
So hold on there. Finzi-Smith,
Mm-hmm.
has the People's National Party leader, Mark Golden, opposition leader, have he been to Negril, Westmoreland?
Yeah.
In
And
the
he
all
has done
over.
likewise.
He has been walking street and lane, more lane.
Oh Lord. That's good.
Yeah. I just come to the realization that not everybody have Wi-Fi.
Hmm. But Finzi-Smith, are you talking about Wi-Fi? I have to go back to this because I am from Negril, born and growing Negril.
Mm-hmm.
And the foot of the hill when you leave Scotiabank,
Mm-hmm.
there's been a water tank there from Wappy kill Philip and Philip dead long time till all the water tank dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the successful government hasn't done a damn thing to really give Negril a proper water system. The People's National Party has won Western Westmoreland for years.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing has been done. The Labour Party did the same thing and nothing has been done. So the question must be asked tonight, Finzi-Smith. What does it take for the two political parties in this country? Jamaica is 62 years old. Come August the 6th. What does it take for them to give our people the basic necessity as water?
Well, you just said it. The PNP having won Westmoreland from Wappy Hill fill up twice. Lost it. If that don't wake them up, nothing will.
But just opine on that. My opinion is that you said like what the party needs to do, JLP, PNP. But I think it's the people have to demand it. Because yes, they put them there and they see that it's not being done. Why do they keep voting these people in if what they need, the basic
Actually, they
necessity?
don't, you know. You looked at the figures?
Hmm?
You
The
looked at the
figures of
figures?
what? For voting?
The current government is a minority government.
Yeah, but the
They
people
only
sit
have
back home.
20% of the eligible voters.
Yeah, but the people sit back home. So sitting back and doing nothing doesn't help
Well,
the
we will see
either.
who come out this time.
Yeah, because if you want change, the people have the power. Like
We
they
will
have the
see who
power.
come.
It's
We will see
within
who
their
come
hand.
out this time.
Yeah, it's within their hands. So we can't keep blaming the government. We get what we put in. So if they want better, they have to get up and go vote and demand that these representatives do what they're supposed to
You
do.
will get no argument from me.
And yeah, exactly. And they're not doing that. So they're gonna keep getting what they're getting.
Actually, you have some people who are on the verge of starving, so them have no other choice right now.
Yeah, they need to go vote.
Yeah.
Vote.
Which is also part of our crime problem, because the jurors list is taken from the voters list.
Are you talking about the jury list is taken from the voters list? What is your views on the political ombudsman office going to the electoral office?
I don't agree with that. I think it should be a total independent body.
That is what is known as a very deft sleight of hand.
Do you realize that Carl Samuda segues from his party pretending to that though?
Yeah, man.
I think he was genuine in his assertion.
But Michelle,
But I think
Michelle,
Carl has reached the age where he doesn't want his name associated with anything that people will spit on.
But Michelle and Finzi-Smith, you believe that Delroy Chuck, who is an attorney at law, would have the common cabeza to know that, hey, you can't do something like that?
You have hit a nerve. I apologize beforehand. Delroy went to the same school that I did. And I'm not immensely proud to have said that right now.
Oh God.
Well, I don't think, I think it's based on what he has before him. So it is based on what's presented to him based on the law that he's reading and what they're able to do. So
No,
I
I
don't
don't think so,
know.
Michelle. No, no,
I
no.
know it has to be within the law. It
No,
can
no,
But
no, no,
here's the
no, no, no,
problem,
no, no,
Michelle.
no.
something give them that power to make that decision.
No,
No, no,
But
no,
where
no.
did they get this authority to make this decision? There's something there.
in
So
common law, there is that situation where you say it is open to interpretation.
yeah. So that is why they need to
Constitutional
tie
law
it.
is not. Constitutional law is the letter of the law.
And what does it say? Because I'm not familiar with it.
Right now, based on how the ombudsman thing was set up, the
Hmm.
very nature of its existence decries what has been done to it.
So what was the nature of it? Why did what was
First and foremost, the ombudsman's position should never have anything close to affiliation of any sort,
yeah, it should not be affiliated with any political party or anything. So
and
that's
should
the
have
thing. So
some form of legal training.
mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody in the electoral office does something untoward, how does the um, ombudsman fix that? Coming out of the same area that would have messed it up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an independent body. I agree 100%. But
And why would they then push to put it in the electoral office rather than go for somebody independent? It says a lot, doesn't it?
it does. But it's just like, as I said, advocacy is important. So this is
Mhm.
why it comes in where people like it can't be one. So that's when in the last election when one party won a massive amount. I
But
said
Michelle, I have to cut you there, Michelle. Sorry to cut
what?
you. But do you realize that these people in the parliament, they are dictatorial?
I don't think so. I don't think they have the power because they have the wide margin of people to side with them. Just like in
Actually, they do.
that's like we're like in the US, like when we go to the Senate, they go and they lobby each other to like, I agree with me, I'm gonna push this bill forward. So they have the majority. So that is why they're gonna get whatever they want, and that is why it's dangerous. Like it should never be that big of a
But
margin
don't but,
where
but
one party.
don't you think that they should have consulted the Jamaican people with this?
But they know the Jamaican people are not going to even care. Do they even care? 'Cause this is major. Like you would think they would be going there and say demanding answers, going to their MP. This is what's important to us and demand better, and they're not seeing it.
You know something, Finzi-Smith?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at what is going on in our country, right now you have a man who draw a gun on a Jamaican citizen as a counselor, still running as a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you see that something is fundamentally wrong with the government of our country, sir?
But you see, my memory, unfortunately, is a little too long. You saw that picture with all of them standing up, shaking hands, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the picture, you realize that the offended party wasn't so much gripping the other man's hand as his hand was just stuck out there. But do you remember the last time that MP was on stage with somebody that was said to have been threatened?
Yes.
Where that person now?
The person is what, 6'6"?
It's been a pleasure having a talk with you. I really must go.
Finzi-Smith, on a very serious note, I know we're gonna wrap up in the time soon because I know Michelle has to go take care of her son. But when you look on the whole overall of what is going on within our country and now local government election, and Jamaicans are saying, they had enough of the Labour Party because of, there's promise and prosperity. Some of them say yes, they say the prosperity, some say they don't say the prosperity. Yeah, you have people who is running as councillor who draw a gun on a Jamaican citizen. You have the party that is putting in the political answer office in the electoral office. The crime situation in our country is out of whack. Yet the dirty 30. I don't know why I keep on debating on the
Why
dirty
they keep
30.
on talking about the dirty 30?
But yet they're blaming the dirty 30 for the oh Lord. They're blaming the dirty 30 for they're blaming the dirty 30 for causing mayhem while the State Department give Jamaica travel 3 advisory. Is it
I would hug up the dirty 30 and ask them to speak with me if they're that powerful.
I think I have to ask Dr. Francis. He'll speak to you.
I will have dialogue with Captain Francis right now, but Captain Francis has no need of backup. He's definitely made of sterner stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
And his discussions and points are actually on point. So he's not doing anything fanciful. Yes, what he has said cannot be disputed. What's the whole time saying? These truths are held to be self-evident.
Yes, that all men are created equal.
But some are more created equal than others.
Indeed.
well,
Michelle,
well,
you gotta go?
yes, it was such a pleasure being on.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, but the school night.
I understand.
And
Look on the bright side. I'm not going to school in Jamaica.
That is true. Also, I wanted him to, though.
Yeah, we have a better educational system if they use it properly.
Yeah. But good night. It was an honor being on, and it was a pleasure. Hopefully, I can be on another time.
Yes, you will. Thank you very much.
I hope when you come back on, you look at me and say, "Oh, you didn't know."
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
Michelle.
night.
Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Robert Finzi-Smith, we're going to continue for a couple more minutes if you don't mind. Can you?
I can give about 5 more minutes after run.
No problem. In all of this, Finzi-Smith, put on your Jamaican hat. Not a PNP or a JLP hat, your Jamaican hat. Where do you see this local government election going?
Say that again?
Where do you see the local government election going?
What about the election, the local government what?
Where do you see it going? Where do you see it going come February 26th?
I hope for the betterment of the country, the right decision is made.
Well, on that note, I'm going to say thank you for coming on.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much. And please call Dr. Francis, who are the dirty 30.
Yeah, and I find it fascinating. In the JDF, a captain usually controls a company.
Yes.
A platoon is about 30.
Oh.
So I don't understand how the captain gone down to a platoon.
That's a very good question.
Interesting.
Well, we're gonna take some calls. I don't know if I know if Finzi say he has to go, but I would mind he could stay a little bit more, but he say he has to go. We're gonna
I'll
take
give you 2 more minutes. Let me see what the calls say.
Okay, good. We're gonna take some calls here now on the Make We Talk YouTube channel right here. The numbers are 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. Call the number and tell us what you think about local government election and where do you think Jamaica is going? Is our country going in the right direction? Is Jamaicans going to vote come election day? Is the Jamaica Labour Party really leading in the polls? What does Dan Anderson poll said, Finzi-Smith?
I didn't see it.
Neither do I. I'm trying to figure it out, and I need to get Mr. Anderson on the program here to tell us what his prediction put into local government election. The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. Hello, good night. Hold on for me. Hold on. I think I did something here. Yes. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Yes, me. Yes. Hello.
Yes,
good
sir.
night. Yes, Major. This one for the major.
Yes.
Major, you and Colonel Graham and Major Fordy's party.
Mr. Graham is just one intake ahead of me. My JCA number is 1165.
Okay, because okay. So because I will one day. So you remember Major Young?
Yes.
Yeah, he's still alive.
I have not seen him in a while.
Okay, good man. Okay, so yeah, I was because coming down to some funeral, because my RSM, I don't know if you know him, Norman D, passed away. He used to go Kingston College, Norman.
Oh Lord, yes. Yes.
Yeah, he passed away.
There are a bunch of us that left KC and went to the army.
Yeah, because I look at a picture with you. I see a photo the other day, like he was in Manny, going around Clapham, like he was in Clapham, around Raya. Oh, you remember those places?
Yes. I saw a picture of Jagnari the other day.
Yes. All right. We have a next call coming in, caller. Thanks very much for calling in.
Well, I don't know the election of Brother Jeffrey, so I can't say about it.
All right. No problem. Thanks for calling in. Hello, good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Hello, good night. How you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you doing?
Well, I'm fine. I'm doing well. Yeah, just
can you turn off the TV or something in the background, please, sir?
All right, I'll do that. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You calling about the election in Jamaica?
What is your views on the election in Jamaica?
My views now, I think going pretty quiet, peaceful, and I believe the government has done an incredible job. I believe I haven't seen no government work harder than this government.
You haven't seen any what?
I ain't seen no government work harder than this government.
Yes.
When I do progress, when I go to Jamaica and see, it's unbelievable. They don't get the credit for what they done. And comparing to what has done when the last time when the opposition was in power for 18 years, the figures are there. I first don't really have to guess this thing, and let's go back to the figures and see what happened and compare it. That's all they have to do.
What figures, sir? What figures?
Well, the figures like the FinSac, 4,400 company was locked down some, and all of that, and the roads, improvement in roads, the threshold income tax.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. You said improvement in roads.
Yeah.
So what? You're talking about the highways that they're building?
Well, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
So what about the local roads in the local communities, sir?
Well, everything can be done at the same time. You have to
built the highway?
No. You're the one who said to me that everything is going fine in the country, about the roads and so forth.
Right.
So you're saying to me, you are saying to me that you prefer them to build highways and not neglect the local roads?
What I'm saying to you, you have to understand the importance of a highway. A lot of people don't understand the importance of a highway. A highway means economically the country being advanced, because you would have taken 4 hours to read something, you cut it down in 2. That's production. So you have to look at from that perspective, that the production that is being the country derive a lot of benefits from highway. The local road, as we have seen consistently ever since what happened, these roads are not fixed properly. So whenever like election coming up or Christmas time, and as a good hurricane or something, they wash away. This has been consistently under every administration. That is not nothing new. Something that we have to take off your party cap and think about Jamaica. No government has ever done anything other different than that. That this has happened in every administration. There are certain things that have not changed from administration to administration. But we have to look at the progress. That Jamaica is a different place now. When I'm not talking about the highway alone. When I go to Kingston, I live in Kingston for many years. But when I go to Kingston, I go up to Constance, I see those roads, Hadley Park Road.
Does he live here?
Different place. I can hardly know the place.
Hold on for me. I have a question for you. Go ahead, Major.
Do you live here, sir?
Hello?
Yes. Do you live here?
If I live in Jamaica?
Yes.
I don't live there, but I visit there very regularly.
All right. No problem.
And I plan to go and live there, but
no problem. Just needed to know.
Huh? What's that?
I said just needed to know. No problem.
To know if you live in Jamaica.
No, but I'm planning on coming back to Jamaica to live.
Yeah, man. Me too.
I see really where I can be very progressive in Jamaica.
Yeah,
even more than
a lot of prosperity going on.
Yeah, I see that. I see how I can make a lot of money in Jamaica to live. I see that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's my plan.
And you can sleep with the windows and door open when you go down.
We're not talking about that now.
Why not?
No, we wouldn't.
Let me put that in perspective. Let me put that. The reason why I put in that perspective, everybody that has been a politician, I know about politics, and everybody make promises at election time. I remember, and on the other side, since you bring that up, there was a PNP man that promised, and he said there would never be another pothole in Jamaica. And now we have Jamaica, but we don't strive on those things. But look at the figures of the crime. Crime has been this way. That's why I'm saying there are certain things that constantly happen since 1980.
Jeffrey,
crime,
I really don't have time to listen to this.
Going up. The figures and that and
So
all.
hold on there for me, sir. Hold on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Because you're spreading your jail people propaganda now.
Ask him.
Ask him. Just take the figures.
I allow you to speak. You let me speak.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Ask him who got the money for the highways.
Who got the money for the highways?
They don't got it.
Yes.
The highways started by the PNP.
Who get the money for the highways?
They don't get it.
Yes.
Well, what happened? The Chinese government, the contractor, but after a while, the highway is going to be turning over to Jamaica.
Yeah,
you see, this thing, you have to look at what's going to happen. After they I don't remember the figure, if it's 20, 25 years. Then after that, the highways, Jamaica going to get the benefit. The highway is not going nowhere. They're going to be still there. So if the Chinese cut it back their money, how do you think they are? Let me ask you a question. How the highway is built?
No, you tell me.
They take money to build the highway. So you don't expect the people that invest supposed to make no money, but after those big investments, you don't believe that?
You tell me, you're here telling me you have a lot of prosperity going on, so you tell me.
Say what? But you're talking like you don't expect that the people that put their money to invest.
I have never said that to you.
No, but you're asking me who get the money. So that means you are suggesting that the money is going back to the investor and they're not supposed to get it. That's my understanding that you say.
Come on this program and say that I'm suggesting anything, because I'm not suggesting a damn thing.
I'm just understand what I'm gathering from what you are saying. You understand? You see,
I have a next call coming in, sir. Thank you for calling in.
I know you was going to cut me out. You see, because you don't like truth.
Anybody says you come on the program, that's what I do. That's your business. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. Good night.
Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Jeffrey, and good night to this Mr. Smith,
Night.
my mother family. Greetings and greetings. Look here.
Same here.
We born in Jamaica.
Mhm.
We live here.
Yeah.
And you see that man we just come here? We just
Yeah.
company here?
Yeah.
Get or we not get. Right? If him live at Jamaica and see where we are go through at Jamaica as people where say we are work, you that top shot and top tell lie. Sir, me I go beg you a favor. Stay America, live there, no come back and top tell lie like Jamaica good. People are see for cardboard out here in the hospital. One brother fee nearly $700 from 540 because free market. You sell it for $10, me sell it for 15, depends on where you live. 15, 13,000 can't do nothing. And this man I can talk about highway. The highway was there before Porsche, Lucretia, Simpson. Put the highway hand, you come finish it. And I take blade for. Everything I talk about highway. One people them one to my road when me live from. Me not have to pay tax. I mean that people them not have to pay tax. Uno stay America, man. And talk about you no love Jamaica. If you no love Jamaica, uno that feel uno wouldn't feel good to see uno sisters and brothers in the hospital pan floor. Uno wouldn't see people them affair take up gun and turn scammer. Uno that see school up and running and people are turn doctor and people are run for gun if force and people are run for gun army. Teach people them I get done and done. All I teacher them gone, nurse gone, doctor gone. Now left. So you up in America, I chat and I come to company, I can chat for other people years. Me hate the way them not live. He live it. He man raise bus fear and then raise people fear. Thank mighty God. He take off GCT off a horse. And you take it off Alaska. You know, take it off a chicken back. So how you feel of people? A common sense, that's why I love listen to all man like I'm just, and we have want to teach people. If we not a charge $5 head, we rich, because we teach, we are, because the most important thing we want to tell you a constitution. We think a constitution. We don't know about a constitution. We are here the big brother, we don't know. But when you start to tell you about this constitution, we are look alone tongue. Hear the man. Look now, if Andrew want to say that one good prime minister and doing good, parish council election call, you believe he would have grown at the 14 parish at a lie? I promise how much big market. He might go put park, he might put ton Clarkstown in that city, and he might go make Santa come in that April, and he might go make Sinua fall at Kingston, and he might go, and he might go make grow a feather. And he's going to do everything. And he get 2 terms and he not do nothing. 2 terms and he not do nothing. How can we wear feather now? Talk it truth. What kind of dumb people man? You have done Clarkstown in that city. Clarkstown, we have bush. You want to turn Portmore, that's the city. Portmore than a hospital, in a tax office, in a no city. Come on, people, don't wake up, man. It's not about Labour and PMP now. It's about Andrew Wallace party. Andrew run a party like a CCC, a China party. A one damn thing. But if you're not good prime minister, you would not go on a big vote. People that want to vote for you. I'm glad to vote for you. You would have to campaign. Like when PJ used to run a politics. One time he was grown and everybody I hear him. And when he said mass meeting, he was country that town. But you have to be grown and tell people lie. And you just lie. You just lie. And this man that's suffering now. I live up. And when if you go in, look. For the election, call it, about your wife in a parliament. You about the lion Nigel, because what? Fire they are most stealing, think of cold breeze, yeah? We are hope we can see. Enough is enough. And them one song say, circumstances made me what I am. If you give people opportunity, people will grasp and we are Jamaican. But you fool we down. You send man come mash up a road. A road. We can't sell, we can't do not know if we survive. Then you tell me now, bounty killer say if you're hungry again, you're going to do a seminar. And when they done, they say them a fight crime, and they are the biggest crime. You're a prime minister, and you can't declare your asset. Or you get your money. Then if you vote for you, you have 6 people in there when they say a thief. And you can't call any man and put them out. I just still bound to go vote for thief again. This time, if they make him win back, he must call the army and put people on flying squad. Oh. It too burn me. Matter about it burn him, but I get a youth a star. How can a star? After you say 12 years was, I forget, life in imprisonment. Eh? And you don't know what circumstances why he committed murder. I can't have a try to rape him. And in this side, you know, I don't want no man to rape him and he murder him, man. He must go private imprisonment. I want to them dumb skull people here. Mr. Man who I call, you're going to look for undercanda. No undercanda than the round here. Yeah, idiot. Oh. You too born me, man. Anytime me get my little peer, me have to take pen and pencil and write out, say, all right, by 2 pounds I can't meal this time here. And cut it down. You can't step back to the supermarket again with no trolley and say, you pick up. You're going to embarrass. So, gentlemen, we don't keep up with good work. And may God continue to bless you. Oh, you want we can't give more money than the garnet, man. But the man too annoying, man. I'll tell you about road and Jamaica come. We don't have no road for drive on. Me have a virgin right now, and walk in me, broke out. Patrol in tapping and broke out in me. Patrol a man tapping and go one singing. And he wrote up bad and dark and he tapping a hole in the thing, see. And he write and he can't walk. He can't walk. So imagine that. I don't tell me about a man that do good. I do good where? Where good there? We tired. We hungry. We frustrated. Right? We frustrated. Mr. Tavares. And me I tell Marky G say, we are going to give it to you. But this, we are get at a penalty if you do like we in this man do. But we know, say you're sure, we say you have a heart.
Hold on
imagine.
There. Hold on there, Mr. Finzi-Smith. You want to say something?
Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
I agree with you 2,000%. He has asked for it.
Yes.
And if he gets it, he needs to deal with it properly. Not to take the excuse.
I believe he must show me say him not do because I remember when they showed them, they are Ukraine. Imagine Jamaican, not about bomb. They are going to look pie. And the desperate, they are Ukraine, and you bomb, boom, bang, bro. And when they ask to come home, you have the heart to tell them you give them loan LOANS. And Marky G said, no, hey, and this me have see what you can do with it. That's a man of heart. We have to look at those things. Which prime minister in the history of Jamaica and the Caribbean ever bypass the government, bypass the judge system and take bulldozer with helicopter and hard the armored vehicle up a camp come pull on one little 23-year-old young girl house with the furniture. Where does those kids sleep that night? You come again and you tell a taxi man say, if you not put car seat in a car, he can't pick me go to school, then kiss me grandmother. Then if me go pick them, go find car seat. I will take a stock. Me understand is alleged. And me I learn from you know, me no fool. Yeah. That member of parliament by a container, a car seat. So it's a business.
What
so you look on this and they frustrated.
You don't know that, Jeffrey?
Next thing they tell us, you can't have taken a money, you must carry a bank.
There was a container on the wharf.
Hit chopping line, bust down.
Hold on for me, caller. Robert, go ahead, Mr. Smith.
There was a container on the wharf full of car seat before the thing come into play. Like somebody plant it and then launch it. Unfortunate.
So is that thing where them plan is suck out the blood out of you. Imagine your gas school to the picnic. You have one for 12 years old, you get car seat. Talk it out. You think you know when Dean Jackson Miller have Mr. Chang, him say everybody know. Everybody know what? Everybody know what? Uno forgot them there? The man all night like COVID, he said, me watch him on TV, say, is if people them where buy half of bread and quarter pound of chicken back or whatever bread, and them as away spread COVID. You think me forgot? Let's not forget. Me not forget all of the wickedness they were do to people. We don't charge people 200,000 per month and the minimum wage and $9,000 a week. We don't forget. So for all who know licky labor right, we are get handout. Member no pick me. If Paul Bogle, Sam Sharp, Nanny, when call him Kojo, never fight and do what them do. Me and you would have been a shackle. So what them do is sacrifice we are doing now. No more shackle around here. No more shackle around here. But remember, you know, and the one is in tell them say 18,000 I can buy a sheet of zinc, a bag of rice, 2 pennies of zinc. And you remember what I do? Tell them about the eucalyptus oil and the bitter medicine. When I miss around here now, when they mix the eucalyptus oil with the bitter medicine, and then put aloe vera, and then put sorosy, and put zinc Bible, and everybody belly around. I can't talk about. Power to the people. No cost Porsche. Porsche and talk about when do Azan. Azan make up 6 little something and they talk about it's a dark day in Jamaica. It's a dark day. And everybody should bow their head in shame. So right now, we're not waiting that shame for you know, we are all up behind for you. And your name must come out. And I feel like you know what did them. Make sure you know say I am a wicked. Then go in a parliament and go pass, not try to pass one law, say, one secret to keep in 70 years. 70 years! That time if he born rotten. 70 years. You go back again, you say, teacher them to take 20%. That's all I can give you know. And you take 250 to 300% and say, because the politician them now get no pay. That is the reason why they're not doing no work. No. You think that we are idiot? We're not fool. Uno ask people, uno look job from we not going no more. We interview and write on the resume. Write on the resume and go sit in interview. Nothing for no. See, all the people them away take off the GCP for the arse. Make them vote. And me tell you, churches, uno pastor, uno so-called pastor, and all is civil society people in Jamaica, church and your this and your that, only one, uno is a current set of people through money, what the Bible tell you about uno, but uno have a feeling all of the things they want to do to the ordinary suffering Jamaican people, because uno collude with them and to the Jamaican media, uno, me not talk a little one that we are reading news, you know. Because they have to do as they say. But we know which one we attack. We know cruel to people. We is a part of this. We is a part of this sufferation. Paul Llewellyn, you say you're ugly. You're not ugly yet. Watch the gap. We're wicked. Oh, we're wicked. They're wicked.
Jeffrey?
Oh. Yes.
Jeffrey?
Hold on for me, Finzi. Thank you very much for calling in, caller. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
God, yeah, man.
God bless you, man. I forgot Jeffrey, but you know what this remind me of? A third world song.
Yes.
96 degrees in the shade.
Oh, yes.
Real hot in the shade.
And this remind me of Anthony B. song, Fire Upon Rome.
Ah.
This remind me of Burning Spray song, My Island Don't Sell Out.
Yeah, but better than that, Babandi, I was drawn into myself, observing all this time. From every angle I could see, the people are meeting hell. Brothers are drawn to crime, so they die from time to time. And we'd like to ask you leaders, what have you got in mind? Because I feel the fire spreading. It getting hotter than hot. And the haves going want to be in the shoes of the have-nots. If the sign is on your door, you may be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense, to my brethren abroad, you're on the wrong side of the fence. Fire burn.
Thank you very much, Finzi-Smith, for coming in.
Blessed son.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thanks very much, yes. Good night, caller. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Is this a recorded program I'm watching?
This is a live program, sir.
Okay, it's a lady. I just wanted to ask you a question. I'm hearing that lady talking. I just want to ask you as a logical question. If you're a parent and you have children in your house and you're building a house, are you gonna put in all the fineries for the house, make a posh house, and you don't take care of your children? So by the time the house is finished, all the children will die. So it would make sense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand your problem, sir. Well straight, sir. I understand your problem, sir.
Okay, this is a lady. This is the same lady who sent a letter about the NIS. Okay? All right, I'm just asking that a logical question. So while you're building, you need to feed the children at the same time.
Yes.
You can't leave the children, and then when you finish your posh house, you're ready to put them in there. By that time, you won't have any children.
True.
So it's easier to make the house go at a slower rate while you're nourishing your children.
Yes.
Eventually, you'll get the house finished. You understand?
Yes.
But you have to bring up the children at the same time when you're building the house. You can't wait till the house finishes, you meet the children, but that time you won't have any children. Okay? That's my question. Okay? Good night.
Good night to you, sir. Good night to you, man.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, it has been a night. I can take 2 more calls if you want to call in. I can take 2 more, 3 more calls. 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. That's the number to call into the Make We Talk program. I'm not watching anybody in this chat room who want to tell me how to run my program. And I can't tell the Labour Party how to run the Labour Party or the PNP, not this program. Good night. Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night. Good night, Mr. Tavares.
Turn off your radio in the background, sir.
Yeah, it's fully off.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just have to say it's going to be a voting revolution. That's all I have to say, sir. I never voted before, but no one will beat me to that polling station.
Very good. It is your right. It is your constitutional right, sir, to exercise your franchise, sir.
Yes, and I will exercise it against the man that Kevin Smith called Pharaoh. I will exercise it against him.
All right, so thank you for calling in. Go ahead.
Yeah, have a good one, Mr. Tavares.
You have something else to say?
No, I have nothing else to say. I will make the vote speak for itself.
All right, sir. And join us here at election night for election coverage too, sir.
No, you won't miss me, sir. Never miss me.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Thank you. Wow. It has been a very wonderful night. The number to call is 954-529-8030. I don't know why I'm laughing. You know. That lady cracked me up earlier on. 954-529. But listen, you know something? She's speaking something with sense, you know. A loaf of bread in our country. You hear much for it? A loaf of bread. Things around the world is rising up, yes, but my God in heaven. The number to call is 954-529-8030. 954-529-8030. You're on the Make We Talk program. Earlier when I had with me Michelle White, along with my good friend Robert Finzi-Smith. Michelle is an attorney at law. And I think we're going to have her on tomorrow morning for the 11 o'clock program. She's going to speak about immigration law. We're going to have her on tomorrow morning to speak about immigration law. And see there, chicken back is $300 per pound. $300 a pound for chicken back. At least back in the days, you could eat chicken back and go to your bed, curry the chicken back with some dumpling and so forth. Because I love curry chicken back. A lot of people say, become, you know, you don't eat. I eat those things, of course. I love curry chicken back. I love tin mackerel. My wife told me I must stop eating so much tin mackerel. I will eat tin mackerel for my Sunday dinner. And the nation never was. You have tourists coming into the country, yet the money not staying in Jamaica. And when tourists come into Jamaica, the people of the craft market in St. Anne's hardly getting the money at their craft market. Another call coming in. Hello, good night. Welcome to Make We Talk.
Hi, good night, Mr. Jeffrey and Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith already gone. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
That gentleman was talking about the highway.
Yes.
What I would like to ask him, having the highway is one, but what about the roads that lead off the highway? What about those roads?
There you go.
It's not everybody can live on highway. So for people like me who have to live off the highway, what about those roads?
That's a very good question, and those are the questions I've been asking the government for years. You build all of these highways. What about back in the days when my grandfather was working with the Public Works Department? They call it the parish council roads. Because local government election, the local government people will fix those roads. You see?
Yeah, but you have to fix those roads. Those are the roads that people live on. Nobody live on the highway. People live off the highway, not on the highway.
There you go.
So why not fix the why not fix the road leading to the highway? Or leading off the highway. You're just fixing highway. What about the roads leading off the highway?
You know something, Carla? You know what I don't understand? When are we gonna really look into what is going on in our country? And don't think about the party, but think about Jamaica.
Exactly. With both parties. It's annoys me. It's annoys me. Let us just look past the two party and look about the island Jamaica. When I sit and I hear that the rainforest area,
yes,
where we get water from, we have water problem. Then you can imagine 5, 10, 15 years from now.
But look into this, madam. Carla, look into this. Jamaica will be 62 years old come August 6, 2004. If I'm doing this calculation correctly.
24.
Yes, 24. Yes, we're 24, right. And you're saying to me, successful government has put up multi-billion-dollar for water improvement in the country. And in 21st century Jamaica, our people don't have water in their pipes same way.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And another thing that I sit down and I look at, right? These politicians go around taking the people their money, and people are giving them their money, and they say, okay, again, give us money and we do A. When you look at that, they do X and Y.
Yes.
So what is gonna become when you forfeit your end of the bargain? What you expect is gonna happen? Because the last time when I was checking, they gone all the way down at Dubai, gone take money from the people them down at Dubai.
And at the end
To
of
do
the day,
what?
at the
To
end
do
of the day,
what?
the end of the day, it's me, your children, my godchildren, your godchildren. For me and for your pitney all when we dead and gone, still pay back alone.
And they're still not going able to pay it back. And when they can't pay it back, what am I going to take from them? The land. The land.
And
But what I want, these people, when they take these people money, whatsoever asset they have, and then and when you're ready and you can't get whatever they promise to you, make sure you take what them have, whatever asset them have. That means to say, feed them children, feed them grandchildren, children, nothing inherit, nothing.
And you know something, ma'am? You know what is really worrying me? Is that people will come on your platform and all they can do is spread the spew about PNP and JLP. And they don't think that the two government has been selling out this country brick by brick, block by block, steel by steel.
By lumber, piece by piece. We are going to wake up on the morning as Jamaican and your hunger go see China. Step up in your face and say, turn up, and you better turn up.
I said it a long time ago, One of these days, get up. And all I can hear on the radio is
and
mark my word.
You don't know one, two who's that they are saying to you, but you better move up. I see the other day I think it's in Negril or in Westmoreland,
Yes.
where a man went to a Chinese store and must have stole either underwear or something. And the Chinese man raped him up. And I can't go to station. And other black men are there behind him, beating him and pushing him. Go, what?
Yeah,
You
man.
two thief, you two.
Yeah, man.
Like, seriously?
Yeah, man. I don't condole with him being stealing stuff from the people, But no
Exactly.
Chinese man now can hold me and jail me in my own country.
And your own black man are beat you tell us if you go on to.
Yes, that is why this country is where this country is, and that is why these people continue fighting over Labour Party and PNP and I fight for the country.
Exactly. And you, as a black man, see that you should have jump up on the China man and say, hell no, you can't come in my country, come hold up my brother like that. If he feed something, make him want go on. You not hold him up and drape him up and all him something. You left where you left from, come here. You don't do that.
As what I said all the time now, we came here by aeroplane, we came here by Labour plane, not by aeroplane. We the people came here by Labour plane, not by aeroplane. But the Jamaican people, all they can think about is the PNP and the JLP. They can't think about Jamaica.
And a box of food, and a box of Kentucky, and a $5,000 wrap up in a t-shirt. No, it's 2024. Let us go past that.
They're gonna go past it, darling, because all I can do is even my platform here. Whenever they dub me, say this platform is political, they dub me, say I'm a Labour or I'm a PNP.
I know because I watch most of the program. I watch your program, I watch Mr. Rattigan program, I watch Andre program. I watch them as much as possible. But sometimes I even listen to the radio. But sometimes when they get into the politics, me just go somewhere else. Me just take some music for it. I'm sick and tired of it. See, control of the politics, PMP and JLP, PMP and JLP, and then you are there for 2 terms. And it's when election is coming up, you doing all of this and running around like a chicken without head, and you sit there all along on your ass and do nothing. Do nothing. And you're gonna do this and you're gonna do this and you're gonna fix it. What were you doing there all? We are not saying that you're not supposed, you're not to do it enough. But what were you doing all along? You waste your time, sit down, looking, and you hear the people crying and you do nothing. And because election is coming up now, you're running around like you're naked. Stop.
You know, I don't understand. Let me ask you this question, ma'am. Because we live in the United States, we shouldn't say nothing about Jamaica. Your views
I
on
wonder
that?
why. Why?
And yet, hold on there, and yet, the diaspora contribute over 3 point something billion dollars a year. Okay? In sending back money back home and in other stuff.
Right.
When the virus hit us the other day in Jamaica, they came to the diaspora sent money go down to give them. And people are saying that we shouldn't say nothing about Jamaica. As if what? Because we live in the United States, we must say anything about Jamaica.
And where do that money go? Where do the money go? Look at the condition of the hospital. Look at the condition of the schools. Look at the condition of the police station. Look at the condition of the police force. And you can look around and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And all you can talk about is highway.
And let me say something to you, ma'am. You know why politicians treat Jamaicans the way they treat Jamaicans? Us Jamaicans, all of us, every single one of us, is because we allow them to. When you have people who cannot speak, if the party is wrong and say no man, we're not is wrong. All I can tell, no, the party is the best party known, but Jamaica is not the best Jamaica known.
I remember when I was young and growing up, right? When you touch east of Jamaica, when you touch the east of Jamaica, oh, it was so fruitful, it was so productive. You have banana, you have plantain, you have cane, you have coconut, and you could go on from Bullbear, right, St. Thomas, Portland, right back to St. Mary, you come right back to Chilan. No, nothing. All Jamaica is producing is crime, and we are not exporting.
And political propagandists.
Yes, and where you get all these money, and when they are talking, all you can hear is million, billion, billion. You don't hear nothing at the 100,000, million, billion.
And the question must be asked also, if they can find money to do all of these projects, why they can't find money to buy beds for the Kingston Public Hospital, for the Savlamar Hospital, for the Mandible Hospital, for the Spanish Town Hospital,
for the Spanish Town Hospital, or Spanish Town Hospital. Why are you going to build another hospital when you need to fix that building that is there? Just repair the building now.
Well, when they come on to build another hospital, I wouldn't mind the building, okay? You know why? It's best to build a hospital because the population is growing and technology is growing. So I would agree with them. Build a hospital.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, some of the money that you're using to do other stupidness, I call it stupidness, wastage of money.
Wasted of money.
They're spending $1 billion Jamaican dollars in this government election. 1 billion, you know. 1 billion Jamaican dollars is being spent on local government election come the 26th. Starting from nomination day. 1 billion. And when we speak about these things on this platform, all you can hear, the platform is being political and the platform is this and the platform is that.
Exactly.
And a Jeffrey Tavares is a comrade, my PNP. Or a Wilfred Rattigan, an old dirty comrade, an old dirty labor right. We're sick. We're a set of sick people.
What somebody's saying I'm hiding my true color. What is my true color?
Don't listen
What
to
is
me.
my true
Hello,
color?
don't listen to these people, you know. Because the Labour Party paid them to come on people platform.
What is my true color? I'm talking facts. I live in Jamaica. I know what is going on. Me know what I want. I know what is going on. It's not like I don't know what is going on. It's time for us as Jamaican need to tell whether PMP or JLP. You don't take us for a fool. Don't take us for a ride. Do not do that. It's time. The time has come for them to stop. I'm sick and tired of the two parties. They just need to get, and the other party that is gonna come, which is gonna be a third or a fourth, but I don't think they're gonna make any difference.
Well, if we make any difference, none of the third party can put it in the candidate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because I remember when Andrew were out there and we said, yes, Andrew's young. Let us give young people a chance. But then let us down.
Let me make something clear. Let me make something clear this evening here. Well, if you caught me from when I was growing up, anybody who know me, anybody at all who went to school with me and know me, know that I've always been a person who speak up for Jamaica, especially my poor set of Jamaicans. I've never taken side. And if you go to any ballot box or any polling station in Jamaica, yes, my name is on the list, but I've never voted. Because you know why? I have not seen what to vote for.
Exactly.
As far as I am concerned, we have been swapping black dog for monkey in this country from 1932 until this blessed day. That's what I see. Our nation, if you can't provide, if a government, whether the PNP or the JLP, cannot provide a basic thing as water, proper health care, proper education system, and if a government cannot secure its own people, then something is fundamentally wrong with the governing of the country. If a government can't protect me, why am I voting? If a government can't provide proper health care for me, why am I voting? My taxpayers' money, my tax dollar is being paid. It's giving them privilege to fly to Miami to medical facilities over there. Why I am suffering in my own country? I want to speak out about these things. These people come on the platform and chatting nonsense.
You know what I would like to see happen is that when our politicians take sick and go to Miami, if you send them back, they go down to Jamaica, go get it down there. I'd love to see that when they take sick and go to Miami or New York or wherever. They just send them back and say, go back to Jamaica, man. Go take whatever, deal with it down there. If you want care, go in the health care just like everybody else.
And you know the funniest thing, the same people who are taking up for the People's National Party of the Jamaica Labour Party. When they go to the hospital, I see them have to sleep on cardboard box. And is there something wrong with it? Madam, thank you for calling in. This is where we're going to stay so long from tonight. Thank you for calling in, my dear.
You have a good one.
Same to you, ma'am. This is where I'm going to stay so long for tonight. It's been a great program as well. I can say to myself, it's been a great program tonight. I want to say thanks to Robert Finzi-Smith and Michelle, attorney at law. She hails from the parish of Trelawney. Michelle is a young lady who is from Trelawney. Woman, she's an attorney at law. She's an immigration lawyer. She'll be speaking about immigration issues tomorrow on the Make We Talk program on Route 96.1 FM. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this Make We Talk channel here. Until you hear my voice again, may God bless you. And may God bless Jamaican land we love. Remember, it is your right to exercise You're franchised to vote. I encourage everyone. Go out there and vote. 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 Do not stay home. Every Jamaican is the sound of my voice. Go out there and vote.
I got arrested a few times. During the 60s, I went to jail 40 times. Since I've been in Congress, I've been arrested another 5 times. And I'm probably going to get arrested again for something. I'm not suggesting that any of you should go out and get arrested. But when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, stand up and say something. Do something. I gave a little blood on that bridge in Selma 53 years ago. I almost died. Some of my friends and colleagues were murdered in Mississippi and other places. I'm not asking any of you to give any blood. I'm just asking you to go and vote like you never voted before. We have to vote. The vote is the most powerful, non-violent instrument or tool we have in a democratic society, and we must use it. Use it. Go out and vote. Let's go out and vote. Go and vote. Go and vote. I got arrested a few times. During the 60s, I went to jail 40 times. Since I've been in Congress, I've been arrested another 5 times. And I'm probably going to get arrested again for something. I'm not suggesting that any of you should go out and get arrested. But when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, stand up and say something. Do something. I gave a little blood on that bridge in Selma 53 years ago. I almost died. Some of my friends and colleagues were murdered in Mississippi and other places. I'm not asking any of you to give any blood. I'm just asking you to go and vote like you never voted before. We have to vote. The vote is the most powerful, non-violent instrument or tool we have in a democratic society, and we must use it. Use it. Go out and vote. Let's go out and vote. Go and vote.
Unity is
Go and vote.
Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents Yard and Broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.